Hello and welcome to the next episode of Good Game Empire. At first, if you're wondering why am I posting now so rarely, this is because I'm working on my English version of the Poradnik website. So as you can see, it's already started and it's going to be published in around 40-45 days. I will tell you more later when I'm gonna make more progress. Okay, so back to Good Game Empire. I will today present to you a second edition of Pro Tips, Pro Tricks video. So I've got 6 things I'm gonna tell you, and I hope it's gonna be very useful for you. So let's start with the first one. And I've saw pretty often that people didn't like set up their titles, for example, from the Storm Island event, or from Glory, or from Berrymont. So there's a way you can set them up as you want. So basically you need to go to your title window, and here is a button to select title. Okay, so you've got to go here, and here you have your nickname, and you have one title to left and to right. Yes, so on the left side you can pick a Glory title or a Berrymont title, and usually on the left side you're gonna have a low Glory title and a high Berrymont title. So it's gonna be pretty useful to pick the Berrymont in this one. And on the right side, you can pick a Glory title and Berrymont title as well. And the Glory title is gonna be the better one. Also, if you have any title from Storm Islands event, so your islands was at the first place and you managed to get into top 10 in your islands in cargo points, you can pick your Storm Islands title right there. So you need to go to the title selection window, and you need to go to the second tab, and here you can pick it. Because without going here, you're not gonna benefit from it, you're not gonna get the bonuses. And to get all the stuff, you need to just go here, and you're gonna see it here as the third title listed below. Okay, so the second tip is actually about Outer Realms in this version where your castle gets cloned and moved to the Outer Realms. I believe it's called Mystic. But anyways, the thing I want to tell you is to enable the hunting ability in your Outer Realms castle, because when it gets copied, it doesn't like export all your like setups and for example your brewery percent. Yes, so it also doesn't copy the hunting setting. So you have to hover your mouse over this management icon and go to third tab, which is hunting. Here you can set it up. It's gonna be on 0. It's gonna be turned off as default on Outer Realms, and you have to put it back to maximum to have a higher food production, because you know when selling decorations in your food production might drop down a bit, so it's gonna be pretty useful. And also the second thing here is to buy a food overseer. So when you go to the King's Market in Outer Realms in the Mystic Edition, it's pretty easy to earn some rubies, even not buying any prime times, to just try to get high Glory titles. And for getting Glory titles, you can get some rubies, and with these rubies you can spend them to buy the food overseer for 1 week, which is gonna increase the food production pretty a lot. So that's gonna be useful as well. Okay, now another tip. So I moved to another server, and here I will show you a pretty useful trick with upgrading or repairing your building. So basically, let's say that you started a very long upgrade, for example, I know 200 hours on the main server, yeah, and this barracks upgrading will represent that. So it's around 10 hours, and then you got sabotaged, so you like to repair your damage, but as you can see it's 6 minutes. But to finish this, you can skip this obviously, but you can also just hover your mouse over here in the like buildings queue, and if you don't see it, you need to use this button to show it, and here you can just drag it and drop. So move this up and drop, and this building will start upgrading or fixing, and this one will go to the second place in the queue. And it's like its time, its progress in upgrading will not be lost, so it's gonna just pause, and the second building is going to start upgrading or fixing. Okay, so actually the same method works for recruiting units. So for example, let's say we've put some spearmen to to recruitment, but we actually would like to recruit some bowmen, and you can just drag them and drop here. And for example, cancel only this 5, so bowmen are going to recruit right now. And if you move the spearman, you can do it as many times as you want, it doesn't cost you anything, and the time is anyways, the unit recruiting here is progressing that time. The next tip is also about mystic outer realms. So as you know, if you're not going to load a lot of money into this event, you're probably going to put your most expensive decorations in your main castle, then enter the event and sell these decorations to get some coins to buy units, buy build items, etc. So the main point here is that from some time, I think like for 1 or 2 months, we can get very nice decorations from events. So you can get them as a reward for making some points, and as a top 100. It's gonna give you 2500 public order, yes, but the main point here, why is it so useful for Mystic Outer Realms? Because it can be sold, all of these event decorations from Nomad, from Foreign Castles, from Berrymont, they can all be sold for 300,000 coins, and this is the highest price for all decorations in the game. So it's actually the best offer, and as you can see, I'm filling my castle with these decorations. I've got decorations of the same public order value, but actually I decided to move them into my outpost and to put these event decorations in my main castle, so it's gonna be easier for me to like put these decorations. Yes, I have all of them, and I just copy my castle. I don't need to move the decorations from the storage or something, so it's very, very useful, aside of the fact that these decorations are very powerful. Yeah, because they have 2,500 public order, they also can be sold for as high in the outer realms, so it's gonna be very useful, and I suggest to all to you to try to get as many of them, and this is, yeah, very, very good for the account. Okay, now we're gonna move to the Storm Island event. So actually there's one interesting quest. When you visit your quest book and navigate to event quests, you can see a Storm Islands like place, and here are listed all the quests for Storm Islands. I actually finished that quest all the possible times, but you will see another probably Ruby quest, and it's gonna say you to upgrade your cargo ship to level 6, and also to I think gain some plunder some aquamarine. So if you do this, and if you do all the steps with upgrading cargo ship, it's gonna actually change, and it's gonna be like plunder 20,000 of aquamarine, and it's gonna reward you with 20 rubies. I know that's not a lot, but for example for non-spenders it's gonna be pretty useful, because you can finish it, I know, maybe 50 or 100 times. So it's gonna be always a few thousand rubies for your account. I think it's gonna be pretty useful for you. Okay, and the last tip is actually what I can't show you, because maybe you remember, yeah, probably you remember this. There was some windows appearing like this notification with some news about, I know, events, prime times, and updates, and they were appearing at the whole screen when you were logging into your account. So basically they've been moved into a button here, which appears if there is any new. But anyways, I wanted to show it to you earlier, but I'm now a bit late. I'm gonna tell you this anyways. So when you open, for example, this button with news, which is not shown right now because there is no news, but when there will be, you can just click this button and hold your escape key on your keyboard, and it's gonna close all the windows automatically. So you know, they go like poof, 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 yeah, and they are gone. So they are closed very fast, and you don't have to do it manually. I know it's not a big deal to like close 3 or 4 windows, but it can be useful, especially if you want to save some time when, I know, some attacks are coming on your castle or something. Yeah. Okay, so that's actually all for this episode. I'm probably planning to make some more series. If you have any pro tips, pro tricks with which you would like to share with the community, and like me to show them in the next episode of this like mini series on the channel, feel free to comment and list them if you want me to tell about them. So thank you very much for watching. If the video was useful to you, you can leave a like and you can subscribe to the channel if you like my content. Okay, so we'll see. And also remember that I'm streaming every Sunday at 9 p.m. CEST. You can Google this phrase if you don't know what time is it in your country. 9 p.m. CEST. Okay, so thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.